Hello, my name is Jessica Compton. I am the program director for WHHS, which is a nonprofit bike shop here in West Greenville. Our mission is to be able to transform under-resourced communities through bicycles. So we have three main programs. One is Earn a Bike, where people that rely on bikes as their main form of transportation can do work in the community and earn a bike. Second is free bike repair, so the first Saturday of every month to keep bikes maintained. We offer that in different neighborhood locations. And third, this might actually apply to some of you if you're interested in bicycles and mechanics and having a job later on, is a teen character and bike building program called Six Cycle. So I'm in charge of really everything in the shop. And I sort of stumbled into this job about 2 years ago. When I first graduated from college, I thought that I wanted to be a teacher. And I am still in a way, but not in a proper school setting. So I actually started out as a high school English teacher. And I did that for a year, and y'all are wonderful, but you are hard to teach. So I said, I don't think this is for me anymore. And I didn't know what was going to be next. It was really scary. But I reached out to a lot of friends and people and said, hey, I'm looking for a job. I'm not looking to teach. And Village Ranch had never had anyone full-time. It was a volunteer effort when it first got started. And so I just kind of was in the right place at the right time and interviewed. A lot of folks that do Village Ranch are also members at Village Church, which is where I go to church. So it was kind of a connection point as well. But I started, and I had to fundraise half of my salary when I first started. And sometimes I work in the office and I'm answering emails and communicating with people, and other times I'm in the bike shop. I've learned how to fix bikes a little bit. I can teach you to change a flat and adjust your gears, but I sort of realized that the mechanics, I'm just much better at managing people, and I'll let mechanics do bike repair. So let me look at some of these questions your guidance counselor has passed on to me. Some skills that are required for my job. It's just a jack of all trades kind of job. So you definitely need people skills. Not only do I manage the mechanics and the teens that work in the shop, but I'm interacting with a lot of volunteers that aren't paid, so they need to be appreciated, and do a lot of work just calling people and talking to people, telling them how much we appreciate their help, and recruiting people, asking people for favors, but doing so in a way where they really feel valued. I also am in charge of a lot of writing and marketing and promoting and fundraising. So those are like really big level things, but they require a lot of hard skills underneath, like having a good brand and image, knowing like what colors and fonts go together that are pleasing to the eye, and then how do you promote those? Well, yeah, there's social media and there's flyers, but what are other creative ways to do that? So depending on the season, I'm doing a lot of different things at Village Ranch. There's also a component of financial literacy. So a nonprofit is ultimately a business. It's just that we're not keeping the extra profit that we make, where it's going straight back into the organization. And so I have to, help create the budget each year and make sure that balances out, and look at our profit and loss and make decisions on what merchandise to order, and the hourly pay and all those kind of things, making sure that we're making money and not losing it, even if we as a business might not be sustainable because we do a lot of free service. We are doing it for people, and we have other people that believe in it so that they support it and give financial donations. So those are some of the things that I do. There is no average day in the shop for me or the office. I wake up every day and I sort of make a plan at the beginning of the week. Okay, like here are the top priorities. This is what needs to be done. But I definitely, there's not a standard. I do I'm pretty conscientious about spending half days in the workshop. while I'm here, even though I know the mechanics and the youth apprentices have it under control, it helps to have the boss around, and keeping things running well and considering how they could be better. I answer a lot of email. We have a couple of fundraising events every year, so if it's leading up to one of those, I'm doing a lot of details and planning logistics for that. And then our program facilitation. So 6 Cycle is a 6-week class on Monday nights, so my life is a lot different when that's happening rather than when it's not. The best part of my job is absolutely the way that I get to be a critical component in service to people in Greenville. So I get to interact with community members and customers and ensure that people have a reliable form of transportation and a bicycle that works for them, because not everybody owns a car in Greenville. So promoting bikes as a means to get around is really amazing. And Village Wrench is about developing long-term relationships with people, so it's not just like a quick fix, in and out, and never see you again. We really want to know community members and have them come back by and experience a sense of dignity. So for me, that is very much reflecting my faith in a very tangible way, to do kind things for people. So that is the best part. The hardest part is that lack of clarity, always having to be responsible and in charge and taking ownership and control of my job description. It's almost the best in some ways because there's so much flexibility and I get to decide what's the most important, but it requires a lot of effort and thinking all the time about what do I need to address first and next. And some advice for y'all on finding a career you love. I grew up thinking I wanted to teach most of my life. And I did it one year and I was out. And I'm so glad that I did it, but I'm also so glad that I'm out. So I would say try out as many different opportunities as you can, and it doesn't have to be paid per se. So you can do internships, you can have a summer job, you can try different volunteer opportunities. Just get as many different experiences now of possibilities and find out what you love and what you don't like, because what you don't like, learning that is just as valuable. For interviewing, I've talked too fast during this video, but don't talk quite as fast as me and prepare in advance. So look up some standard interview questions and talk to people in the field about what kind of questions they might ask. Make eye contact. So I'm trying to look at this video camera. It's very strange. But look at the person you're talking to and dress professionally, and most of all, be yourself. I think authenticity and ingenuity is really what makes people stand out from any other candidate that might have the same skills and credentials as you. So be yourself. All right, guys, that is what I have to say about my job. And I hope to see you in the bike shop sometime. If you want to come by or earn a bicycle, we are the best place to do it in town. So good luck with COVID. We're all hanging in there, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.